Wrong button, totally. I did not mean to press that. Jeez. What's up, Naya? Hope you're doing well. Not sure if you can hear me because ad break is happening right now, but if you can, welcome. I apologize I couldn't make it to your stream. Yo, what's up, Naya? I wasn't sure if you had ads or not, so anyways, hello everybody. It's 5 o'clock. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome. I didn't stream yesterday because my internet went out. That sucks, thanks to the weather. I hope you're all staying nice and warm, nice and safe with all this crazy weather. Naya, I'm so sorry I didn't make it to your stream. I was busy editing the VOD, and then when I was done editing the VOD, I like forgot. So I'm actually like crazy sorry that I forgot. If you're streaming tonight, I will be cooking dinner immediately after stream, so that'll be a perfect opportunity for me to tune in. If you are, if not, I'm sorry once again. But without any further ado, let's get into warm up here. Kolu music's a little bit loud. Yeah, I hope you've had a good day. I've been kind of rough recently. I've been sick. Like, I ate at this one restaurant, I guess, I don't know, fast food place, that I've eaten at before and got sick, and I got sick this time. It's overpriced. It doesn't taste that good, and I'm now officially never eating there ever again. Oh. Okay, yeah, this is the one we messed up, I think. So we can be careful. We all love a good sitting on the floor thinking. That's actually like probably one of my favorite things to do when I grew up, when I was really young, like probably like 5 or something. um, I would play with Legos on the floor. And like that has permanently like made me a very like I like being on the floor person. Like at friends' houses or families' houses, if they have like a carpeted floor, I won't sit on the couch. I'll just lay down. Like a big open room. Even when I was a kid, like I would just go and hang out on the floor. I don't know what's with it. I like it. As long as it's like a clean floor. It's therapeutic. But today is a very important day because Deadlock, a game that I've yet to try, but I really want to. Delano gave me an early access thing to it. A new character named Rim was added. And if you haven't seen the character Rim already, just know it is like my favorite character design type ever. Rim's adorable. I like the game, very little gameplay that I've seen so far, because apparently Rim's been locked today. Maybe there's some issues with the character, but my friend was playing with him, playing with Rim in the like the practice range or whatever it is. So, yeah, there's something about the floor that feels nice. I slept on the floor 2 days ago. Oh my goodness, that's some dedication. Maybe I need to sleep on the floor. Maybe I need that kind of I don't know. I feel like it's a good reset. Probably not the most comfortable thing. I've only slept on the floor, I think, a couple times in life. I don't think any of them were intentional. But yeah, we would be drawing Rim stuff today. However, I want to work on Drawbox. We're making good progress with lesson 6, and I don't want to undermine that effort. Yeah, today was a very lazy day. Even though I got quite a bit done, maybe I'm just under the impression that since my day wasn't chock full of things, that it wasn't productive, you know? It's always weird adjusting to a different schedule, especially a different work schedule for a person like me who's very workaholic. But I have no doubt that this semester will leave me with a lot of work. Also, a new game, High Guard, I believe, released today. When I saw it at E3, I was actually kind of E3, whatever it was, Game Awards. There we go. I was kind of critical in my head about it. I was like, this just kind of looks like an AI generated game. Like it looks like it's just a bunch of concepts that already exist. And it's not like a game that's totally. And apparently, Jeff Keighley, he was like, oh, they didn't pay for this game. I just liked it a ton, which is good. But I feel like showing it at the Game Awards sets a high expectation. And judging by the reviews so far, it has not been met. I actually got on to play, but then I had to go do some meetings and stuff, so I couldn't play it. I could only go through the tutorial. It felt good. It's just like as my friends and I were playing it, we were like, oh, it's just like this from this game or this from this game. And there wasn't a single comment about like, oh, that's unique. You know, like that makes this game different from X, Y, or Z. So we'll see where that game goes. I wish it the best. Just my friend kind of put it very well. It doesn't really have any sauce. And of course, my friends joke, they're like, Cav never plays games. But of course, the one time he wants to play a game, it's when he wants to try out Highlander or whatever it's called. Not even Highlander. High Guard, yeah. I'm saying the TF2 thing. Like, I felt no connection to the characters at all. Which I don't think is a hard requirement for any game. But like the TF2 mercs, they have so much character and love behind them. Marvel Rivals, I mean, it's kind of an easy one because it's established comic book characters. I like feeling, like, oh, this character's cool, or like having that. Um, oh shoot, I'm sorry, I didn't even read this. Yeah, though I might stream tonight. Maybe depends on the family still up while I'm trying to do stream. I didn't want them in the background. I totally feel that. When I was younger and I had a Minecraft YouTube channel, and I would always get so unbelievably angry at my family for like walking in and like talking. I'm like, Mom, Dad, I'm trying to record a Minecraft video. Exactly, yeah. I mean, whenever if you stream off, I'm not sure what options you have on the phone. I bet there's something similar. But when I stream off of a computer, I now have like certain filters for my mic and stuff that are really good. And then a specific mic for because this is like a one directional mic. Really only picks up things from like one side of it. And then also have like tons of filters for cutting out noise and background noise, noise gates and stuff. Specifically engineered for having roommates and families. And like the whole thing is like we have, AI this, AI that, right? They're stuffing it in everything, yet you're telling me you haven't created a YouTube live feature where it just only records your voice. I know it's possible. Nvidia's done it. Maybe it requires high compute. I don't know, but in my mind, that's something a feature people would actually really want. And of course, the words AI doesn't really mean much. That like as a person who's worked with it, I completely understand like the difference between you know a linear regression, a logistic regression versus like conventional LLMs. I still call it all AI because like I don't even know where the boundary between like because like you have machine learning and deep learning, right? So is deep learning just AI or what we call it? But I've heard people call things that aren't deep learning AI. So like where is it? Should have ghosted more. I felt that. Ay, ay, ay. That was a horrible ellipse. Man, I was so worried that we wouldn't. Your pin died. Isn't that one YouTuber? I've seen them around on like YouTube Shorts sometimes, where they like draw with their fingers and they like use the lasso tool to like apply fake line weight and stuff. Seems like very creative. Probably like doubles the workload though. Thank you, thank you. Also, welcome, MCow. Hope you're doing well. Very sad we didn't get to stream yesterday. My internet exploded amongst all the crazy weather over here in the US. But we're back. It's quite cold, but we're back. Ooh, and it's sunny outside. Isn't that pretty? I wish I had windows in my apartment that faced like the sun or like the outside. I only have like courtyard facing things. How's your day going so far? Or how's your day gone, MCal? Ugh, not happy with my ellipses today. There it goes, a little bit better. Minor axis is still crazy off. Do a little bit more. Grad school classes, advanced counterpoint and analysis of music for winds. Whoa. That sounds ridiculous. It's cool to hear, like, we have some weird names for classes like design and analysis of algorithms. Actually, no, that's like a pretty okay. Discrete math, right? But like most of ours sound pretty normal. Other than that, like database systems or whatever. But like advanced counterpoint and analysis of music for winds. That just sounds cool. I'm kind of jealous. And how did those classes go? I hope they went well. You have cool professors. There's never winning. Cool. Alright, we'll call that a successful warm up. Do we BRB? Yeah, we're gonna BRB because I'm evil. We're gonna BRB for 2 minutes. You guys know the drill. I'm gonna go mess with some stuff in the background. Then we're gonna return to our infamous lesson 6 construction of the clamp. So be right back, everybody. Welcome back, everybody. And MCOW, sometimes, most of the time, when you get ads, I'm the one who actually causes them, so I'm sorry. Yeah, that sounds. So the latter is really just reading and writing analytical unessays using wind music as a medium for analysis. Very interesting. I have no idea what like half that means, but that's very cool. Music, man. If I was like, I don't know. I love music so much. I love music. I love listening and consuming music more, almost more. In fact, probably more than I like consuming art, like drawings. Convention, yeah, colloquially, right? But I don't have any desire to make music myself, and I don't know how that works. I have more of a desire to draw than to make music, thousandfold. Cool. So we're actually going to swap out the pages. I should have done that in BRB. Thanks. Get all of our utensils ready. Very happy I got this 12-inch ruler. It's much easier to work with. Ah, shoot, I broke the thing that it's in. Some very chill music tonight. Oh, let's get that timer going. Cool. So, last we left off, we were working on our ortho. Yippee, yay, hurrah. And we just did the 12th. A lot of these streams do have to sadly be spent comprehending what we did last time and then returning to it. Making sure we don't mess up anything in between, because man, lesson 6 is the harbinger of attention and focus. That is the grand challenge of this lesson. We'll have those over here as our little scratch pad. The moment you falter, the moment you forget something or apply it incorrectly, is where you fail. I should leave notes for myself at this point, because it's getting awfully complex. But yeah, what can we do to continue this? So let's look at what we did last time. Ideally, we established our 12th and our 4th. So let's try to look for that. This is our 4th. And then starting from the 4th, or from the halfway mark, which is right here, to a 12th, which I believe is right here. Let me also pull up PureRef for you guys, so you can see what I'm talking about in terms of measuring and stuff. Also, for those interested, the Kavel website has been updated with a lot more of my personal art. It's obviously not... where is this? Not all my art is there. I'm still trying to get like a majority of it. A lot of my earlier work isn't there. But if you're so inclined, feel free to stop by. I just realized I need to move around some tabs. Apologies for the delay. There we go. Come on. There we go. Sorry about that. Nice. Oh, goodness. Okay. How pitches move in relation to one another, so how they're prepared and how they resolve, specifically in the fashion of 18th century Western Europe style. Jesus. I mean, hey, all of this, so long as it makes my brain tingle with how good the music is, who am I to request anything, right? Huge. Alrighty, so our task here is to make a square. And if you guys remember, and I'm not sure if MCOW has a secret technique for this, but I don't believe there's an easy way of making a square in 2D space without either directly measuring it or using a compass. So we're kind of SOL there. And a baseline. Ah, I gotcha. So yeah, 7/12. This should be a number. I'm going to double check everything just to make sure we're correct because this is not something I want to mess up. So if we want the 7/12, that means we're going to be just over the half line mark, which means we have our a diagonal that goes across the entire thing right here. Yep. And that intersects at some point with down here. So we draw a line. That line intersects the biggest diagonal, which is right here. Then we draw a vertical line from that. And wherever it intersects the diamond, just right there, that's a 12th. Yeah. There's really not much winning there, which sucks, but it is what it is. Let me see if there's any creative. Wait. We actually can do math for this. Yeah. Because, alrighty, this is gonna be some weird math, but hear me out, guys. We'll see if this gets so gross. That's a 7/16. Kavel, what were you thinking? Okay, so we know it's a ellipse that is, or an ellipse that is 7/16 in diameter. Or no, it's a 16th in diameter, or a 12th. Sorry, a 12th. So it's a 12th in diameter. For the side that itself, this is a 1:2 ratio. So, you know, if, and that designates its height, right? So this is 1/12 on the 2 side, which means we have a we don't know what this is, but we know the ratio is 1. And last time we talked about the reciprocal, right here. So the actual equation is, it would be times 1 equals x times 2, right? Unless I'm tweaking. I think I'm tweaking. It should be the other way around, but regardless, I think it's just 1/6, right? If it's 1:2. Let me think about it. Yeah. It should just be 1/6 on this side. However, it's 1/6 centered right here on the 4th. Dividing circles and ellipses, let's focus upon here. Yeah. And that's why I was saying, like, you'd need a compass or an ellipse or something like that. And math-wise, while this is definitely doable, it's just a 6th. It's a 6th centered on a 4th, which is gross. Because that means it's a 6th in each direction, or a 6th in diameter, which would mean, oh, and it's only tangent to a 4th, so it's centered on an 8th. Oh no. Yeah, that's, and my ellipse got, oh, there goes my internet. Cool. You wanna stop doing that, Mr. Internet, please? Thank you. Interesting. Don't know what that was about. So yeah, there's not really, because yeah, what we're looking at here is, this is the halfway mark over here, right? And then from that, we get something that is a 12th over here. But over here, it's a 6th. But to center that, you know, that's only a 6th then. This is centered at an 8th. So that means we have 1/12 over here. No. Yeah, so it's an 8th. An 8th minus a 12th, which have a common denominator of something gross. 24, I guess, which would be 3/24 minus 2/24, which leaves us with a 24th. So yeah, the center of the ellipse would be at a 24th. No, it would still be at an 8th. It's just the edge, sorry, the edge of the ellipse would be at a 24th, which we could do. So yeah, what it would look like is effectively this, and these little gaps you see right here would be a 24th. Where this over here indicates a fourth, and this indicates an eighth, which I don't really think I want to do that. I subtracted that by a 12th, right? Yeah. Yeah, cool. So is it worth doing this? Could we mirror it if we just get the edge here? Because we already have this whole thing divided into 12ths. But we'd have to, this is a horizontal 12th. We would have to do it at a vertical 12th. How bad would that be? Oh my gosh. Let's see, this would be just the first 24th, and then we could mirror it, possibly? Yeah. No. Yes. Oh. Oh. This would be vertical, so it'd be like this. Jeez. So you start with the same. This is the same method you actually use for the sixes, but it's not the diamond method that I like. Because this one's a bit harder to remember. And then, oh my gosh, you can only get the first 12th by doing like this whole craziness, which you need to divide everything into fourths. Oh shoot! Wait, no. This is. You need to divide everything into fifths. Dude. Yeah, maybe. I guess this is a lesson of lesson 6, which is you can be very accurate, but at the end of the day, we're trying to keep our sanity. And so it is most likely best to just guesstimate. Because yeah, I don't think we're doing all that. It would be cool. And if we had infinite time and resources, maybe. But yeah, we're not going to do that now. Cool. So now we're going to get into, is that really 3/16? I guess it is. Okay. I feel like I need a little. Oh, I forgot I had stuff I have to update on the Kavel website today. Whatever. Let's do all the horizontal first stuff first. So these both have the same measurements of 3/16 and 8, and of course a 16th. So that means it can be mirrored here. Which, let me go to Drawbox just to make sure I'm remembering the mirroring technique correctly. That is not something I would like to forget or mess up even. Either or. Yeah, you just pass it through the center point. I am on the official critique route. Uh-oh, am I doing something wrong? My life just flashed before my eyes. I just realized a fourth over here is going to be the same as an eighth. Anyways. So yeah, I think we should tackle this area because this is quite clogged. Huge, huge. Are you on the official critique route? Okay, what would be the most efficient way of dividing this up? We already actually have this, which makes a fourth over here. I don't think that helps us really with anything else, though. We will need 3/4 over here, so we might as well divvy that up. We have this, but I'd rather keep it... There's the ultimate question of, do I want to add more lines to make it simple for me to remember to do in the ortho, but that crowds things, or use existing lines, but then I have to relegate myself to like remembering that, or in the construction, right? So hard decisions overall. Hard decisions indeed. I think I'm just gonna use this for now. You're obsessed with wheels now? I feel like it comes with the territory. I got obsessed with bugs when I was in the bugs lesson 4. I got obsessed with animals when I was in lesson 2. Or 5, sorry. I wasn't totally obsessed with plants in lesson 6. I'm not totally obsessed with everyday objects right now, but hey, who knows? Maybe we'll get there. This marks a third, yes. Do we need the third the entire time? Yes, we do. Nice. Alrighty. Now we need to cut this into an 1/8. We could actually do like this. Yes. Because we have a halfway point right here. So that gives us our 1/8. Colo, you make the best music. Nice. There we have our 1/8. I said we're doing horizontal things now. Look at me. Let's see. I did already set this up to give me 3/16. I mean, I could do that because I already have a quarter right here. Divide that in half, which we already can right here. That gives us an 1/8. And then we can figure it out from there. Am I gonna hate myself for doing it this way earlier? Yeah, but hey, we exist here and in this way to figure out the most effective way for me to accomplish the correct thing. Let me double check. That's going across there. This is going down here, and it's passing through there, so that means it is a half. Oh, huge. Wheels are intimidating, man. They look fun once you get them. Okay, there's our 1/8 with a mucky line. Now we want our 16th and our 3rd, which means we need to divvy these in half. We can rather easily do that, either by going through here, because that indicates a half, or just doing this, which I'm going to do. Nice. That'll give us our 16ths right here, and then all we have to do is mirror them.